What's going on, everybody? My name is Ajaye the Wildfire. You already know this, the Rude Awakening. It takes place in the 3 o'clock hour every Saturday. It's about personal development, personal growth. Just make a little time for yourself. I'm not going to take too much time, but I would like to come on just to live up to my end of the bargain, right? I come to do the work, help people with the work. What's going on, Gwen? Peace and blessings. Desiree, everybody that makes their way on, anybody that chose to listen or chose to make time for themselves, I thank you. I just want to let you know that I come in please to do what it is I need to do. What's going on, Sean? Thanks, everybody, for logging in just to say hello, just to say what's up. You know, this is the summertime. For some of us, summertime shy. I don't know what that really means, because right now we should be getting bigger, we should be getting better, and we should be doing greater than we was doing before. You have to be a fool if you don't sit back and have a moment where you do self-evaluation. For many of us, what's going on, Shantae and Melody? For many of us, what's up, Sharon? For many of us, we take time out to look at everybody else, and we like to see everybody else, what everybody else is doing. Everybody's posting their good moments. But when it comes down to your bad moments, right, the things that you deal with when you by yourself, the things that goes through your mind, at some point you got to realize you're the only one sitting in this situation, right? And you dealing with this. But a lot of the times you have to be the one that ground yourself in order to deal with whatever it is that's going on in your life. But what I look to do is I like to build a foundation and show some of you guys some of the power that lies inside of I am. Some of the things that you can do to help tune yourself up in the midst of whatever you might be dealing with. It's not what's going on around you. It's how you are responding and how you're reacting to what's going on around you. Many of us, we respond miserably because we spend so much time wanting, we spend so much time chasing, and yet we know nothing about what we already have. You wouldn't need nobody else if you tapped into the inner power of I am. If you knew that your power for whatever is going on is within you, then you spend time practicing the right thing, you would not perform poorly, right? But for a lot of people, not just you, but the people that's around you, they're not practicing anything. What I'm choosing to focus our attention on is something that's inner. It's an inner concept. The inner concept is who you are and whom's you are, right? This is not something that you go look for somebody else to go get. This is something that you identify with. If you want to be good at being rich and wealthy, you also have to be good at being poor and poverty. You can't be one without connecting the other. The problem is connected to the answer. The answer is always linked to the problem. For many of us, we like to look at people and identify what the problem is, right? That's totally backwards. Totally backwards. What I'm challenging you to do today is stop looking for the problem and start looking for the answer. You are the answer to the problem. Some people are lonely. Some people are by themselves. Some people looking for their significant others. You not looking for, okay, let me reset this. A lot of the times people want the best, but in order to get the best, you must first become the best. Notice it's out of order. In order to get the best, you have to become the best. Many of us are not practicing the gift that we have. Communication, the gifts that we have, how to listen. You can get wealthy off of listening. We need to be the answer to the problem. So when you come in somebody's life, you want to be the answer to the problem. You don't want to come in somebody's life and be the problem in someone's life. Vice versa. Let's turn it around. For many of you, when you work on yourself to become bigger, better, and greater, when you invite people in your life, they should be the answer to a problem that's going on. They shouldn't be the problem that you invited in your life, which means that we have it wrong. For some of us, we have it backwards, right? So I want you to spend a little time in your self-evaluation, evaluating what I just stated to you. You don't want to be the problem. You want to be the answer. That means you want to show up and you want to be the one that provides the solution. The only way to provide the solution is you have to remove the pollution. What is the pollution? The pollution is the thought of what you thought before the situation, right? Before the situation, it's already the pollution. You need to be the solution. You need to be the answer. And if somebody comes into your life, it's not to cause a problem. They need to be the answer. That's how we continue to move forward. Bigger, better, and greater. Getting to higher self. Getting to a higher sense of awareness. What I challenge you guys to do every time I come on is to ground yourself. So I want to give you one word. This one word I've been meditating on all week. I wanted to rip this thing out to you guys and give it to you. It's called observation. Remember, observation. Observation means you have to observe. So when you come on this broadcast, you should be on one side, you should be taking notes, right? You should be taking notes. On the other side of the paper, you need to be making notes. And when it comes down to the things that you do, you want to take notes and you want to make notes. Observation. Observe what you putting in. Observe who you dealing with. Observe your children. Observe your job. Observe your community. Observe your house. Take notes. Listen to your car when you driving your car. You observing the noise that it's making, right? Observe the thing. Look at your goals list. Observation. How many goals have you accomplished? What happens when I talk to this person? Do I fall out all the time? What happens when I go to this place? How do I feel? Do I need to go out with money or do I need to go out with no money? When I go out with money, I spend too much money. When I go out with no money, I have a good time. Because again, observation. You have to observe what's going on. On one side, you're taking notes. So when you come onto the broadcast, you're taking notes. When you're dealing with people, do more listening. Take notes. That's how you take notes. You listening. But once you're done taking the notes, on the other side of observation, you're making notes. This is what I'm going to deposit. Here is the solution to what I just heard. This is my contribution to what I participate in. What am I saying to you guys? Observation is the word today, you guys. We want to stay balanced in the things that we're doing. This is about self-development, self-empowerment, right? Personal growth. That's your responsibility. No one that's walking this planet gonna tell you that is your responsibility. It's never too late to be what you might have been. For many of us, we was our own problem. And the day you look at yourself as the problem is the day you can identify the answer. You never had it wrong. You just went about it wrong. And now, today that you are grounded, this is a new day. This is a new opportunity that you can realign yourself up. I'm not going to be too long with this. It's very simple. It's very easy. Revive yourself by observing yourself. What exactly is it that you're looking for and why? Everything that you have been in, everything you participated in has a why connected to it. Observation. You taking notes. Also, once you're done taking notes, what you're doing on the other side, you're making notes. Making notes meaning this is what I'm going to do. You cannot live your life through a glass, through the internet. You can't live your life. Everybody posting their good moments, right? They're not posting their struggles. They're not posting. See, most of the time people go through something and what they're doing is they're really crying out. They're putting out pictures. They're doing things so they can make the world believe that they are happy when they're really miserable, right? The internet is full of lies. For you guys don't have to live a lie. And the only way you cannot live a lie is recognize that the lie is connected to the truth. And the truth, they're connected to a lie. Anything that's positive, you can find negative. Anything that's good is also bad connected to it. Somebody talk about Jesus, then somebody else going to talk about the devil. Anything that's intended for good, somebody else can make it bad. What am I saying to you? There's the lie and there's the truth. And what I'm here to let you understand is when you go out and look into the world, you're looking at a lie. Everything that you seeing is a lie. But the things that you do, that is the truth. So don't mistake the truth for a lie. You know the truth, what the truth is. If you're not training, you're not working out, you're not eating the right food, you're not reading any books, you're not meditating, you're not praying, you're not grounding yourself properly, you're not sitting here evaluating, as I just told you, observation, taking notes, you're not a good note taker, so that means you're not a good listener, right? You're not gathering. To gather something, that means to take notes. But when you're writing something, that means you making notes. Making notes is the things that you're gonna do. Stay balanced, you guys. Observation. I think that's the only thing that I wanted to tell you that I felt that was deeply on me at the time. Let me see. Yep. Other than that, I want you guys to have an amazing weekend. Remember, problems. If you look at the problem, then only thing you need to do is be the solution. All you need to do is be the answer. Don't come into people's lives, wrecking people's lives, messing people's lives up. When you see people, you want to live in harmony. Be the answer to a problem. Be the peace, right? Do not come in people's lives being the problem. Because the problem is, they are the traffic controller for their life. Just like you. Yeah. Anyway, in the closing, people's lives run accordingly to their own personal experience. Don't allow somebody that's inexperienced in their own life mess up your life. Be the answer. Be what you want to see. Be an add-on. Be the solution. But do not be the problem. Because if somebody comes to be the problem, then it is your job to find the answer. That's all that we're trying to do, is be in harmony, you guys. We're not trying to evaluate something and say, oh, they have a problem. If they have the problem, then you have the answer. What am I saying? I'm saying stop looking for the answer. Stop looking for the problem and come in to be the solution, right? People would love to have a conversation, but nobody wants to have a conversation with an ignorant person, a stupid person, a frustrated person, an angry person, an upset person. What am I saying? Be the solution. Be the fresh air. Be the comfort. Be the joy. Be the peace. Be the love. Be the happiness. Be the someone that people love to talk to, that when you call, they get off the phone with somebody else just to talk to you. That's the type of person you want to be. And it's also the type of people you need to be looking for. You can't just allow people to come into your life with no solution, no answer, as if their life is pretty good. Some people only comes just to see how your life is running. Observation. Take notes. Don't just take notes. Make notes. Ask questions. The reason you asking questions is to see, are you a good fit for this conversation? Stop looking like I'm trying to see if I'm good for your life. My life is based on a day-to-day thing. I'm sure your life is based on day-to-day. We just going through today, you guys. You can't live for 2 weeks. You can't live for a month from now. You can't live from 6 months from now. Everything you do is based on what you do today. That is the rude awakening that I bring to you right now. If you ground yourself today, I guarantee you it'll bring you to a sense of higher self. And I'll close with a little scripture for you. In the Bible, it says that the Lord, your God, will prepare a table. Stop right there. To prepare a table, that means that based on your higher level of thinking. If you're thinking on a higher level, you're only going to draw things on a higher level. If you're not thinking at all, then you're going to draw anything in your life right now, and you're going to wonder, where the hell did this storm come from? Where the hell did this problem come from? If you're thinking on a lower level, you're only going to attract small-minded people. And that's frustrating right there. There's no answer to small-minded people. There's no answer for them. But what am I saying? He said, I'm going to prepare a table for you. Stop right there. Observation. That table is observation, right? In the presence of your enemy. Why is it your enemy? It's because no one that comes in your life gonna provide you with the things you need for your life. Everything that you desire from your life has to be created. And when it manifests, and that means everything you desire to have, you actually own it, everyone else will be jealous, envy, not everybody, but some people, because they not understanding how did you get rewarded with the gifts and the blessings that you have, and yet they still can't get their blessings or the things that they desire to have. truth be told, they do get those blessings. They just don't applaud those blessings, and you have to keep moving on to the next level. That's why it's called glory to glory, or bigger, better, greater. Because 1 minute he gonna give you one thing, next minute he gonna give you something better, next minute he gonna give you something else, next minute he gonna give you something else. But you have to hold your position, observation, take notes, and also make notes. Remember, take notes and make notes. Take notes, that means I'm receiving. Make notes, that means this is what I'm about to implement. You always have to be present in anything that you are involved in, because this is your life as well. You can't just sit in the room and take notes, and then once you got those notes, you trying to do everything that you just heard. No, you got to make notes. Make notes that this is how I would do this, or this is where I'm going to channel this to, or this is a good example of what just happened to me, or this is something that that took place that would have worked in my life. If I would have made some notes, then I would have pretty much said, you know what, I know I have a short temper, I know I'm not good with this right here. I need to make notes, because sometimes we blow out, you guys, and we shouldn't be blowing out. Not at this point. At this point, we should be very balanced. Remember, don't be the problem, be the solution. At the end, when people done arguing or whatever's going on, ask, what is the solution? What can we do? What's the answer to this? Leave no stone unturned. What is the answer, right? And that will sums up a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. We don't prepare for what we desire to have. And that's why we disappointed, because we don't do the work. But for you guys, as well as myself, I couldn't speak to you if I wasn't prepared to do this work. I just want to be a respectable human being. I just want to give the best energy that I can to the environment that I'm around. And if I speak to you, talk to you, or I come on this broadcast, I just want to bring out nothing but good energy, so that I only can attract good energy. Peace and blessings. Take notes, make notes. That's it. Make notes will end up turning into, I like the word make notes better than goals, because goals been around a long time. And how many of you can be honest with yourself and just say, I wrote goals down, but somehow I get distracted. Somehow I do some other stuff, right? Good. Because you're being honest. See, you're honest about where you at. For others, I like to say, I'm just going to make notes throughout the course of the day. I'm supposed to did this and I didn't do this. I observed that. I took the notes. I didn't do it. And now I'm finna make notes. Since I didn't do it this day, I'm doing this early in the morning to make sure. And once you start implementing this in your life will be better. Remember, this broadcast is only a support for whatever you desire to do. But it's you, the one that has to do it. No one else going to do anything on your behalf. You cannot wing this thing called life. You have to participate in this thing called life. I do the best I can to make sure that I put out the best food for you as an individual. Put all your attention on you. Don't put your attention on me. Put your attention on you. And then once you look and recognize that you building this house, right? God will begin to show up in your life, because you are focused on what you need to do. And when you have people, problem, solution. Just try to be the solution. Try to be the peace. But don't come in people's life becoming their problems, because many people don't know how to deal with their problems. Get it? They don't know how to deal with their problems, so they be like, I'm done. I'm gone from this. Well, no, we can fix this problem if you ground yourself and recognize, I have many problems that I'm looking for solutions and answer. But the day you become a problem is the day I got to find an answer for you. And the answer is keep it moving. That's how it works, you guys. I am my life coach. Told you this was going to be short and brief. Thank you guys for tuning in, all the support and things. And I hope that this will add some type of foundation to the empire that you're building for your life first, and the family and the people that you allowing to participate in your life. Peace and blessings. Thank you guys. Have a good one.